Hey guys, Kelly Walters here, and I have a handful of patches. So what does that mean? What are we going to be doing today? Well, we're decorating two trending styles of headwear, and yes, we're going to be using our patches and emblems. Now, I'm going to tell you, the headwear conversation in the custom apparel industry isn't going anywhere soon. So keep watching as you can see exactly how to decorate two completely different styles of headwear. All right, so I already told you that I had a handful of patches, right? We've got woven, great. We've got embroidery, wonderful. We've got that brand new chenille, everybody loves it. And I have tiny little faux suede, little icons in my hands. Now, I said two hats, and I've got about 7 different patches here. So we're gonna take one trendy style hat, use one patch to decorate it, and we're going to use multiple patches to create that hat bar custom look that you're seeing everywhere right now. Now, let's go over that headwear because these are two completely different styles. First, from one of my favorite companies, Blank. This is a very trendy, okay, notice trendy is being said a lot, trendy 5-panel cap called the Avenue 5-panel. Now, we're gonna do one patch here. There's a lot of different places that we could decorate on this cap, but I want to keep it front and center. Second is from Port Authority, and this is your trendy, unstructured dad cap. We're going to take this hat and put patches all over the front, combining very small pieces as well as large transfers to really give us that hat bar custom one-of-a-kind look. Now, why do these hats matter to you? How can they make you money? Well, both styles, whether it is custom and full of patches or custom with whatever one patch they choose, people will pay higher or pay more for a custom hat. I know. If you aren't all about doing one pieces, then have no fear. You can create the same type of cap and sell them in quantities. So whether you're selling to a school store, whether you are popping up at home games, or maybe this is just an item you want to add for e-commerce, then guess what? It gives you the ability for you to control how many pieces you're actually going to produce. Okay, we're going to use the 360. So we're going to head over here and I'm going to let you guys zoom in and see exactly what we're doing. All right, now that we're at our press, I want to go over just a couple of things. This is the Stahls 360 Fusion IQ hat press. And one thing I want you to take note of is we are utilizing upper and lower heat. So when we are decorating with those thick patches or transfers, we're getting a great amount of temperature coming through the bottom to warm up that adhesive to make sure our patches are secured accurately. It is super important to make sure that you get your transfers adhered properly onto your headwear. Now, I know there's a lot of businesses popping up with the influx of pop-up shops and creating hat bars, which I think is absolutely magnificent. But just keep in mind, you really want to make sure that you are getting accurate temperature, time, and pressure when it comes to applying nice, thick, quality patches. So what we're going to do here is flip up our sweatband, slide it on, and then I'm just going to wiggle this bill back. Now what I want to make sure is that the flat part of the bill, the back side, is going to be flush with our blue silicone pad. And then I'm going to lift up the lever, locking it into place. Now I just want to make sure that we have smooth areas and we don't have any bubbles in our headwear that would potentially cause creases or any damages to the logos that we're applying. Now we're going to keep this one simple. We're going to use this beautifully woven patch. It is a little bit larger, but you know what? That's okay. We want this to be, a statement piece, especially with how trendy the cap is. So I am going to just place that right in the middle. Now, once it touches our lower platen, that heat is going to already start coming through this cap. So the adhesive, as you notice, it's already kind of stuck on there. So before you really place it and you leave it there, you need to make sure that you have it in the location that you truly want. Otherwise, it's going to be harder to peel off. Then you could have a gunky hat, ruin the transfer, and then it's just a nightmare and a mess. Now, this is definitely going to melt, so I'm going to go ahead and pop this guy off. We're using our foam pad that comes with the 360. Once this time is complete, our lever is going to completely just pop open. And as you can see, we have a beautifully decorated hat. No creases, no scorch marks, effortless and beautiful application. So in under a minute, we were able to fully decorate a hat, making it look like we have embroidered this woven patch on. Okay, up next, that beloved dad cap. Now what we're going to do, same thing, flip that bill out, thread it over the press, lever, and as you can see, we definitely have more bunching here. So we really want to make sure we warm up those fibers on this hat. I'm going to adjust it just a little bit to keep working. This one you can see is going to take a little bit longer than that blank hat did, but that's okay. At the end of the day, we're only talking seconds here. We're not talking minutes to get it with what we need. Now, I know that I am using the chenille, the bear, and these tiny little faux suede, but what I'm going to do is when I layer these patches, I want to make sure that we have the thickest patch on top. Okay, so if we go like this, then the bear is going to come over the chenille. It's not going to look as sharp. It's probably going to be more, bunched and bubbled. Looks like it has a maybe a little defect in the bear when it really doesn't. So we want to make sure we go this route. But I don't want to cover up the bear's face, so we need to make sure that we position our logos correctly on the headwear to make sure we're seeing everything that we truly want to. Now, I'm going to hold these down in place for just a little bit, maybe about 10 seconds. 8, 9, 10. Yes, I'm counting in my head. And now you can see that they are, I'm not going to say stuck in place, but I don't have to use any thermo tape. And now I can come in and place these little faux suede patches wherever I like. And I'm going to only use, I'm just going to use 2 on this rather than doing 3 or 4. But we can tail it around the side if we want to in just a minute. That pad goes over. It helps protect those patches and emblems. And then we're going to cook for 30 seconds again. Now, same thing, lever goes down. This is going to pop open, and that hat that could have taken several minutes or maybe even hours to stitch directly onto that cap is really only going to take about a minute. And now we have that mixed media cap really pulling in the traditional embroidery mixed with traditional chenille, but also very trendy decoration elements at this moment in time when it comes to patches and headwear. And then of course we added just a little bit of fun with these faux suede patches. And if we really wanted to, we could take it down the side and just kind of make a sprinkle effect. I'm going to keep these off because I love it how it is now, but you get the idea. Because it is a 360 press, we could keep decorating around this entire cap. Now with this design, we used one patch right in the middle, but yet we are using a very trendy cap. The cool thing is there are multiple locations that we could decorate with this cap. The top of the bill, the under bill, the side, or even the back, in order to create something unique and fun. If you are just a one patch person, one patch company, then guess what? There is Such an opportunity for unique and trending headwear styles out there on the market right now. Now, maybe you are loving this mixed media all over type of print that we're seeing with hat bars and very, very personalized and customized headwear. If this isn't your style and that one location is, then great. If this is your style, make sure you offer a variety of different types of hats for different types of heads. This is also super fun and easy if you're using the right equipment. And of course, getting those quality applications is very key when it comes to offering or requiring a premium price. Same thing, we can decorate all over this hat and of course on the bottom. But no matter which one you prefer, they're both right. If this is you, take a step in here, play around, get some patches, see if it works out. If this is you, you never know how many quantities you could get simply by the ability to decorate headwear. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'm Kelly Walters, and happy decorating.